Welcome, welcome back to Redzone In the Lab podcast. I am Deuce, and today we're just going to try to close the book on Denver. We're gonna close the book on Denver. This episode is going to be like a Spaces type episode. We're going to have a few people in the box for those people that's able to join. Just kind of talk about the game. Not going to be here too long on this episode, but we're gonna talk some ball. There's no script to Spaces in a sense, right? So we're just gonna the conversation just gonna go where it goes. But first, I want to talk about Denver and the rally. The rally from Rally Captain. Y'all all know him on Twitter, and he had it. What was that place called? I forgot the name of the place. I forgot the name of the place already. Hold on, let me get it. The name of the place. It was real cool, good environment. Let me see. It was in there. Tom's. That's right. I knew it was something T. Tom's, and that whole environment down there in that little circle. It was closer to the baseball, the Colorado Rockies baseball field, and so like where it's a few restaurants there. Tom's is there, of course, and like there's a section or like you want to call it like I can't think of a name of, but it's like a big area out there in the open, and it has tables and chairs, high tables, and it's like a big screen TV. So some of you that's familiar with the National, just think about the yard right by the National Stadium. It's like that big old open space. So that's how it is. So that's why I think like the people they come to watch the games and stuff like that. Because when we was doing the Commanders rally, it's pretty much like all Commanders there. Um, and it was a good time. They was doing raffles, giveaways, and getting to meet people, network, take pictures, and all those different type of things. But the Colorado game was on at the same time, so it's crazy how it kind of transitioned from like Commanders to Colorado and Colorado State fans. And then that area that was outside, that big area, the big screen TV, it wasn't a lot of people out there at first, but then it was packed out there, and we were still inside of the restaurant, and we kind of put two tables together for six people. We was like right in front of one of the big screen TVs, so wasn't too many people around us like that. So that was cool. That was my first rally, and it was great, man. I really, really enjoyed myself. Met a lot of people, and that's where we found out where the tailgate was going to be at for the next day. So got the information for the tailgate. We get there. The Broncos Stadium is real nice, right? It's real cool. I know people complain about getting to our games and parking, but ours is much better than Denver. Like we have more uh entrances, and theirs is like one in a sense that you kind of break off, and it's tons of a lot of traffic, not too much parking, but the tailgate was real nice. Met a lot of people, took a lot of pictures. It was a lot of Commander fans there. I wasn't too surprised that there was a lot of Commander fans there. Um, but then I was surprised because it was more than what I really expected, which is crazy. And then Denver, they said during the game that it's like whatever consecutive sellout. It says the most sellouts in the NFL, whatever team. So they always selling their stadium, which is cool. But it was a lot of us there. We definitely helped them sell out, and it was their homecoming where they recognized one of their Super Bowls. So it was like their homecoming, all their alumni, and it was all that. So that also felt good to be able to get that victory, regardless of how we got it, right? Because it was crazy coming down to it. So yeah, my man Chuck was there. Tom's, I gotta get Chuck these pictures too. Tom's was there. What's up, Jay? What's good, man? My brother Boss, who was there with us, told he loved his podcast. He's an NFLer and an NBAer. So he never loses on Sundays. He never loses in the NBA. Carlton was good. How you feeling? Appreciate you for joining. Yeah, Chuck, I owe Chuck some pictures, and that's what I'm gonna do too, because I know I took a pictures. Um, Breeze does command the drip, and we kind of just look at people's drip, and he kind of grades it or whatever, blah blah blah. So I took a lot of pictures, to the lot of pictures, all these different outfits people had on, which was crazy. So, and I took a lot of videos, got permission, so I got to put that vlog together. If not tonight, tomorrow, going to post it. So that's gonna be pretty cool, man. We met a lot of cool people, and the game itself was cool. The vibe was great. We just happened to sit directly in the sun, which was crazy. Like sitting directly in the sun, and it was like 85 degrees. It wasn't like humidity, but it was direct sun, man. It was crazy. And then we was down 21-3 too. I was like, man, yeah, you gotta love this team. They be sitting in this heat like that, man. So, but like their pregame, I think this was their first home game, I think. But they had the three or four fighter jets come over at the end of the national anthem, which was crazy. You can hear it. Then they had I think it was three or four parachuters come in from the plane. They kind of put it up on the jumbotron, showed them jumping out. Man, that was crazy cool, man. So, Josh Harris, if you watching, yeah, we got to step our game up a little bit. So, we might do that around. This is supposed to be our homecoming this Sunday against the Bills. So we'll see if we kind of do something like that. Van, what's up? Hey, Van, I need to reach out to you, man. Van does the SIA. So I need to. Matter of fact, text me so I won't forget. I need to holler at you. Yeah, man. So all that was cool. The game was cool. Uh, um, the end of the game was wild. Like they fans started leaving um, in the fourth quarter. But man, when he threw that Hail Mary, I was like, this is not happening. Cause like when we scored that last touchdown, we was pumped. We was jumping out. We was pumped. People was all on their phone. Hey, they started leaving, man. We was crazy pumped. And man, they threw that Hail Mary. We was like, oh my god, this is not happening to be this close to lose. Cause I'm telling you, like already, like I had two little outfits to wear till we went to dinner after the game, and one of them wasn't no burgundy and gold, nowhere to be found. So I had my L outfit ready for sure. So I had my L outfit ready for sure. Even in going back home on a plane, I definitely had my L outfit go back on the plane. But it was good to be able to wear my burgundy gold, and a lot of the Broncos fans, upset it. And but it was a real cool environment. Great hospitality, man. The Denver fans was cool. They gave out these nice rings. Let me see these Super Bowl rings. They gave out, I think 50,000 of them. I thought it was just like plastic, but nah, these drinks. This ring is heavy. A lot of y'all know my cousin Creek. He's a Broncos fan, so I'm gonna give it to him. DH sold his. This other guy that was sitting beside me who's a Commanders fan, he sold his. But let me see. Y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? Yeah. So, and it's heavy too. It ain't plastic. I don't think it's worth nothing though. I mean, it's 50,000 of it was gave out today, so it can't be worth too much or whatever. But it's nice though. It's real nice. So yeah, I'm gonna take that to my cousin, the Broncos fan, man. But yeah, man, let me get some people up in here. Um, we got some people in the room. Get some people over here. We talk some ball. Trey, what's up, Trey? Turn your phone sideways.
Oh yeah, what's good? What's good?
What's good, man? How you
All
feeling?
right, feeling good, man. I got my little man out here going on a little walk. Everything your way.
It's good, man. Yeah, the game. Let's start off with Chase Young. All right, so Um, we watched Chase Young pregame, and uh, oh, I'm gonna send you the link. Check Twitter. I'm gonna send you the link. Um, so you can come in the box. And anybody that's watching, if you want to come on, this is like a Spaces type format where anybody can come on. We just talk. Yeah, the conversation kind of go wherever it goes. So um, if you wanna join, just let me know and I'll send you the link to join. Um, so he was working out, he was doing his drills, like the ladder drill, he was doing all that, man. I was like, man, that dude, man, he looked good, like, I'm saying? Pause, but that dude was out that joint looking like he's about to give us like 6 sacks, man. Um, it was crazy, man. I was like, yeah, he was like, hey Chase, we here, we here. And he balled out, man. But I did notice that he didn't start. Like it's a lot of stuff that you don't notice when you at the game, and those are like one of the things you don't really notice, like who's out there or whatever. A lot of the time, you kind of see him going on and off the field, but I didn't even realize he wasn't out there. It's like a little later in the first quarter. But I think he started the second half though, didn't he, Trail? Didn't he start the second half?
I think so. I mean, to be honest, I don't think he missed that many snaps in the first half.
Yeah,
For me
true.
to
That's
even
true.
notice that he didn't start. But I didn't pick up on that initially, to be honest.
So, what do you think about the first impressions of him? Because, like, it seems like a lot of people forgot that Chase Young played 3 games last year, and he was pretty effective in those 3 games. Like, we always kind of highlight.
He
We
he was effective, but I don't think he had as good of a game as he did yesterday,
Oh no
Sunday.
no no no
Yeah.
no 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 no. Yeah, I definitely agree.
And I
Definitely agree.
think partially that comes with the knee injury and just getting the mental part back from those 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
He had a whole off season of working out and everything. Like he said, the knee ain't nothing. I don't think he's thinking about that anymore. So his burst was, I mean, it was evident. Like it was evident. He looks fresh. Um I he looks prime for a big season if you ask me.
Yeah, man, he looked good, and we kind of always um point to when he was like against Trent Williams, what I'm saying, twice, how he kind of gave him a little move and was able to get him on the ground. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find that drink on the 22. I'm gonna clip it. I'm surprised it ain't out there somewhere. But yeah, man. What's up, Chuck? Turn your camera sideways. What's up, man?
Oh, sideways. Oh, let me hold on. Let me put my
Chuck, what's good, my boy?
Chuck was out there drink, man. We had a ball, man.
up trail.
What's good? What's good?
Hey, y'all can hear me and stuff good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
good on
can hear
my
you
end?
now. Yeah. So, what you think of saying Chase Young in person, Chuck?
You said seeing Chase Young what?
In person, what's your thoughts?
Oh man, he big. He big man. That's a big dude right there. I kept looking, then I had recorded him too because I was sort of in the front. Well, you know where I was sitting, but I was like, man, this dude like if you get in a fight with him, it's over.
So look, so when he's standing beside Tez, like, do they look like twins to y'all?
Yeah,
Like
they
as
like
far as that
almost the same
size?
height. Yeah, but it seems like he's a little more like bulky, a little more muscular than Tez is though. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if he You know what I'm saying? I think he weighs a little more than Tez, and I think he's taller than him. Um, but yeah, that dude is that dude is different, man. That dude is different, man. What's up, Chase? Chase Radar in the building. Chase loving this Chase talk, of course.
Of
Um,
course, nobody's right.
um, so like slow starts, right? Do you all think we had slow starts in back-to-back weeks on the defensive side? Like, what is a slow start to you all? Like, what do we think a slow start is? Go ahead, Trail. Let me see
As
my
far
stuff
as
on.
defense,
Mm,
failing to
I
prevent
don't
a
know,
score
man.
on the first 4 drives. I feel like a good stop defense should prevent scoring. Field goal, like yeah, first 4 drives, no, shut all that down. You know what I mean, like if you get scored on every opening, on every drive out the opening, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a very slow start. And vice versa on offense. Like if you're being stopped on your first 3, 4 drives, that's a slow start for me. So, um, and we saw that this game. We saw slow starts on both sides. We defense getting scored on and the offense not scoring. So, um, yeah, that's my definition.
Yeah. What about you, Chuck? I think Chuck got a slow.
I don't. I think our defense has gotten to the point where it's like, you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think our defense just has gotten to the point where like they try to figure out a team first, and then they just make adjustments as they go. That's what I really done seen the last 2 games. Do I like it? No, but that's the way they've been playing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole like when you think about like Floyd, how like it seems like Floyd loses every first round is because he's trying to see, you know, their punches, right? He's trying to see, where they at with it. You know what I'm saying? To see like how he's gonna have to approach this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you notice a lot of Floyd fights, man, he get hit with some bombs in the first round because I think he's really just trying to test them out to see where they are, to see how he goes. Um, but I hope we ain't doing that. Like, right? You know what I'm saying? We ain't got a whole lot of time to be trying to test out to see what people have. I just hold our defense up with high expectations, man. Like we supposed to be dominant, man. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be dominant from beginning to end. We got all these first rounders, we got all these the secondary dudes is good. Like we should be able to be out that joint doing back to back 3 and outs.
The defense
The
kind of
first goal.
the defense kind of working like Rocky right now though. Since you bringing up like boxing
Yeah.
reference, but they working like Rocky. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got to charge them up a little bit. Put your hands on them. You know what I'm saying? In order to get them going. But once you got them going, it's like, oh man, like what did I just do?
Yeah.
But
What's up? What's up, Austin? Austin Jones in the building. He was there. Um, Also one of the people that's gonna be on the took pictures in the videos. Monte is definitely more lanky than Chase. Yeah, he's more lanky for sure. I sent to Jay. We can't do this against the Bills. That's right, simple. Like we can't go down 20. We can't go down 21-3, man. Um, yep, it's gonna be a good test. And let's talk about that though, right? Good test. Just like I told y'all, man. Look, this is a spacious type episode, so if we talk about one thing, it'll automatically shift. Hey, look at the little trail, man. What's up, man?
FTK.
Stop it. All right, Chuck. So like that's the thing is um like Simple was saying, like we can't like what Austin was saying, like it's gonna be a test for us. And I think like every game is kind of a test. Remember how we was talking about um turn y'all camera sideways too, y'all. Remember how we was look at them. Look at this. This is PG-13. What in the world? Listen, so like if you Glenn, wild. Like if you what was I at, Trill? Oh, so like I think every game is a test for us, right? Jay, turn your camera sideways, Jay. Like every game I think is like a sort of a test, but I think the difference between our second year quarterback, it's like he has to prove himself right now, right? Because of like Ron is in a year where he has to prove himself. I mean, EB even has to prove himself, right? They don't have like 2 3 years to see if Hal is going to be the guy to see if he progresses this and that because they might not be his coaches next year, right?
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
don't have
saying?
any fail room. They
Right.
like Sam doesn't have to be top five, but Sam has to be top 15. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy that he, you know, there is a real expectation on the kid, not only just from the fan base but from the organization,
Mm-hmm.
because as crazy as it may sound, but Sam holds the keys to a lot of people's futures.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the it's just a strong reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, T? NYAP. Cool Bills fan. Been on the show a few times. Been on mine. Yeah, man, we ready. Like it ain't no if ands or buts about it. We ready for sure. Um, yeah. So like, um, if you think about it, right, with Sam, he is man. Like I can't see like if we think about it, we have to be successful, right? And the thing is that is this if they do if we're not successful in the win loss record, what does Sam have to do to like be the guy here next year? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does he have to do to still be the guy here next year for Josh Harris to be looking for coaches? Like, look, this is my guy. This is who I want. Blah blah blah. Like, what type of numbers do we have to put up?
He got a Kirk Cousins, it man.
hey,
I mean, because to be honest, like
hey,
if
oh,
you
hold on. Hey, Jay, move your camera up, son. We can't see you. You gotta like move it up, son. Yeah, go ahead. Wait, what you say, Trey?
now, I was just saying though, like if you know if we're not getting the W's, like
Mm-hmm.
he himself has to get the stats. Like he has to be scoring. He has to be putting touchdowns up. He has to be getting good yards. Like he has to be demonstrating that. Like, hey, look, we ain't winning, but it ain't because it ain't me. You know, it's not kind of like if we're being transparent, man. You know, it's been a couple of days now. Like, I see the Broncos talking junk, but Russell Wilson is not the reason why they lost that game. He's not the reason why. Yeah, he's a big reason why they were in that game. You know, I'm not even going to discredit Russell, but at the same time, I don't think he's the reason why they lost it either. So Sam, just getting back to Sam, like he has to play all 17 games and not be the reason why we lost it. He has to be the reason why we could potentially be winning it, even if we don't get the W. But he cannot be the reason why we lost a single game. Not this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how you feel about that, Jay? You think there's a and remember, Trey, we had this conversation in the summer, I think like
Yep,
June or July, about the pressure that Sam
pressure.
has coming into this season. What you think, Jay? You think he got a lot of pressure?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of pressure on, it. And if he can't progress throughout the process of like one quarter, then like going into the like a if he can't like progress to like the first 2 quarters, how's he gonna actually finish it? What like, it's what EB says, you got to finish it. There's no way he could finish it if he's not really progressing through his reads, knowing what zones are actually coming, what blitzers are going to be coming. I mean, there's so much that has to be done for Sam to actually get through those struggles, and if he's not really doing something like that, there, there's no hope. But I believe that Sam's gonna get through it, and yeah, there's got to be a lot of pressure on him, but he'll survive, he'll thrive back through it, and he'll get this offense clicking and rolling within a blink of an eye.
I totally believe that.
Yeah, man. Like I'm with you, and I think he's doing it. Like I think he's doing everything. Man, and it seems like Sam is very coachable, right? He's very coachable, and this is why a lot of times when we see Sam going through his progression, like man, run, 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 or get it out quicker. I think he was drilled all off season. Get through these progressions. Trust your progressions. Trust your instincts. The only difference now is him learning like when to not trust them, right? When to not trust them. The second progression and like his pocket presence. I think like where do you think his pocket presence is, Truck? Because I think I'm not sure if he has good pocket presence. I think it's more so him focusing on downfield, getting through his progressions, but he's not feeling the pressure, um, as early as I would like, right? He did it in the second half. He got away a little bit, threw the ball away, but where do you think his pressure is?
So the pocket presence, I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's too early to kind of read right now. I don't think he is. I don't think he has bad pocket presence. To me, what it seems is he has a unwarranted trust in his protection in the pocket. Like
Mm-hmm.
he, I, it's like he's giving the O line 110% trust, and they haven't earned it yet. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, I don't know if it's EB's coaching or if he truly feels like, hey, look, man, y'all, I know y'all can do what y'all supposed to. Like, because for him to, I don't know, man, like he's going through his progressions, but he's comfortably sitting in the pocket. And it's kind of eerie for a young quarterback because you don't see that. You know what I mean? Once you get to the second read, most quarterbacks, veterans or young, but specifically young guys, they're looking to either get out or get the ball out quickly. Like he's still waiting for that play to develop. And EB, his play calls, like a lot of them have late blossoming routes. And it's like, it's almost like he's waiting for them to open up. So I guess to answer your question, bro, it all goes back to timing. And I think that Sam trusts the timing of not only the guys protecting him, but the guys that he's supposed to be getting the ball to. So I'm not discouraged with it. I think it's just I think once it clicks, once everything's clicked, man, it's gonna be a beautiful harmony.
Yeah, man. And just being coachable, right? Like just being able to see the mistakes, know their mistakes, own up to the mistakes. All right, what do I need to do now to get better? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we see with this kid. And this is normally not a guy that's just his third NFL game, his second season in the league. The poise that he has, this dude is like he's like a 4 or 5 year vet, man. That's why I think it's so surprising when it comes to him.
It's eerie, man. It's like he's been here before.
Right, the
Like,
process has already gone through. Like he's already gone through it. I'm like, he looks like he's been here before, but I don't know.
I mean, and again, I don't want to be the homer, but like, bro, like we all watch ball long enough. Like, it's very eerie to see someone that young with that kind of confidence and pocket gall, if you will. It's like, bro, like just stand, like, bro, you got NFL defensive ends trying to take your neck off, and you just standing there like. I mean, and he's taking hits. It's not like he's not getting hit with it. Like Sam is taking some big sacks and some big QB hits, even when he's gotten the ball out. Like that dime he put on Jahan Dotson, in his Denver game, like to the right side. Like the linebacker was coming right through the middle, bro, and like he saw him. He saw him, but he still waited it out until Jahan's play to his route opening. I mean, he put it right on him, bro. And I'm like, man, like this kid is different, bro. Like, and I know I've been all in on Sam, but like he's shocking me, bro. Like he's ahead of where he's supposed to be. And I know EB keeps like reiterating that. No, Sam is Sam is where he's supposed to be, and you know, like, but nah, Sam is not where he's. Sam is ahead of his time right now, in my
He's
opinion.
way past. He's way past what others think of him right now. He's already
He is.
exceeded.
Yeah.
He's exceeded expectations.
Yes, I think he has. I mean, look, it's like a good and a bad when it comes to like being picked where he was picked at, right? It's not like the pressure of and see, like that's the difference. He may be a fifth round pick, but I think he has day one pressure this year because it's like he has to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not only playing for like EB and Ron, but he playing for the owners, and he may be playing for if it doesn't go well, he might be playing for the new incoming coaches that's coming in. Man, we got like 5, 6 possible first round quarterbacks next year to a point where you don't have to move up or jump in the top 3 to get one, and you can make it stay pat in top 15. Like this could be a very good year of quarterbacks, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm?
What you think, Chuck? You think he got a lot of pressure this year?
For Sam, I don't think so, man. I think he's just going through the motions. Like you see it through the first couple games. Like he do some rookie. I just don't like how long he hold on to the ball. But I've been saying that. But I think over time, like he'll start to like, because even in this Denver game, he started to like quickly dump it out a little bit faster. But I think sometimes he be focused on the big play, so he missed
Mm-hmm.
like the little underneath stuff. I think he's calm, man. Like he's just one game at a time.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Trail
what
can.
added pressure to Sam too is again what we kind of been speaking to. The fact that he's exceeded a lot of people's expectations, a lot of critics' expectations, a lot of experts. You know, you're now starting to see a lot of the media pundits, the experts, if you will, even become a lot more vocal on Sam, and I think that unintentionally, you know, adds a pressure to him because they're expecting more. But you know, they're expecting more from the kid because, like, hey, you're showing us that you're not a typical fifth rounder. You're playing above what you know above where you're supposed to be. So because of that, now it's like you know, I think again that's another pressure. Like, all right, boom, you're proving that you're not this you know this fifth round just a guy. Now go out and keep doing it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that's kind of how I feel. Because let's keep it honest, man. Like just especially with in the Twitter spaces, you know, a few months ago, the way people talked about Sam is not how they're talking about Sam
That's
now.
true.
Hmm.
That's true. That's true. And like Aaron said, I wonder if how bad that O line was at UNC's final year had anything to do with his comments in the pocket. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be
That's
surprised.
but he even spoke to that. That's a good call out, Aaron. He literally spoke to that though. He said you know his last year at Carolina prepared him for the hits that he's taking. Prepare him, and I think that, like I said, it also, which is a good thing at times, but it also gave him that confidence in the pocket that you know, like to Chuck just said, like, bro, you hold the ball too long, but he's like, shit, I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind holding the ball because I know if I hold it just a little bit longer, something bigger may open up, and he has the confidence and the arm strength and talent to get it to you know to those deep routes and. Man, you know, I again, like I'm just ready to see all of this marry each other. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
cohesion with the wide receivers, the game calls. I mean, the game calls, and the defense too. You know, like all of that stuff once married, bro. Man, this team could be elite, man. Like it definitely could be elite. The whole team, not just
Yeah.
one side of the ball.
Yeah, Carson like UNC O line, his father grooming him. Job well done, man. Glenn, man, it's nothing East Coast about you, bro. It's
Mm.
nothing like you look all West Coast. It's nothing East Coast about you,
He about to get hyphy. Get
man.
hyphy on him, Glenn.
I was born in Vallejo, California. First of all,
Okay.
my first couple of years of living, I was, Golden State kid. Then we moved to Virginia because my pops was in the service. But then when I joined the service, I ended up stationed in California, and then I stayed there for 15 years before I came back home. So yeah, I'm
Man, that's
I'm
crazy.
South California and Virginia. Can't help it.
So what you think about the pressure on Sam? You think there's a lot of pressure on Sam?
I think I think it's pressure, but it's not undue pressure. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he was put in a position where he's got all the weapons around him. He's got a top 10 defense. He's got a top offensive coordinator. All he has to do really is not mess up. So I don't think it's undue pressure. I think it's warranted pressure. And it's just a matter of whether or not he can handle that. And so far, Sam's proven he can handle the pressure. And I think the biggest example of that, y'all, was this past weekend when we was down 21-3, and how he stayed calm and poised in that pocket for 4 quarters, regardless of what the score was. He looked the same when it was 21-3 and when we was up 35-27. He looked good,
Yeah, and a lot of us was talking about that after the Cowboys game. After he threw that pick, he came back like he didn't throw no pick.
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like some people are like, man, you don't care. Like, what's going on here? Like, who is this dude? Like, this is a little different to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. I
You're
man.
unwavered
Did
by
y'all
the mistakes that you make.
Mm-hmm.
did y'all ever listen to how he explained
Yeah,
why
like
he
Lil
threw that
John.
ball? But
Lil
did,
John.
did but did y'all ever hear him explain why he threw that ball in the Dallas game?
What did he say?
Bro, that's a great you have to hear it out of his own mouth. But so he did a podcast recently with one of his buddies from from back home, and ultimately they talked about the that Dallas game, and he asked about the interception, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like he's like, yeah, he's like he saw the defense, but he also saw Cam. It was Cam, you know what I'm saying? He's having an opportunity in the back of the end zone, and he said he felt that he had the arm strength to get it over, into that area before they collapsed on it. He said, but he just misread it. But the way that he explained it is almost like it's a next time. Like he's waiting for the next time to show that he can do that. And I'm like, man, this kid different, brother. Like his confidence level is different, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Trail, like you a big time Sam Howell fan. And like you, I've watched a lot of interviews this past off season, and one of the things that impressed me about Sam is he said no matter what opponent he goes up against, he feels he can win. He ain't scared of nobody, bruh. And it shows out there in that field. And even his teammates are talking about it. Doesn't matter what goes on in the huddle. Sam's always the same calm, collected person. And I think that translates to the other players on the field too. When your leader is calm, then the troops
Yep.
will be calm as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially your quarterback that's getting rattled, like taking hits and all that. He getting right back up. Give me the play. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something about Chuck. Like this dude Chuck know all the players by face, all of them. Like I'm like he like, hey, they go which count? Hey, they go which? I'm like, yeah, how you know? Like it's job
Hey
difficult to
man,
learn
I
all
know my
face
team,
face.
man. I know my team.
Man, Chuck is out that Joe name and everybody though, man. But it's good to meet people though, man. We had a ball. So we was talking about pressure, CeeLo, and like how he's a fifth round pick, but he may have like first round pressure because we don't know what's gonna happen in the offseason. You're a big advocate of a lot of stuff is gonna look different next year. Like you said that multiple times. Do you think like how much pressure do you think? Because Sam is playing for his team, EB. He's playing for Josh Hurst, and he may be playing for somebody incoming. Because like we were saying, it could be what five quarterbacks, 5 to 7 quarterbacks that could possibly be taken in the first round. And a lot of those guys you don't have to make huge jumps for. Like a lot of those guys can play ball next year. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's even more pressure for quarterbacks in the league right now that's being looked at like you got to get this done. The same thing with the dude in Chicago, right? That might be another guy that's like, you know what I'm saying? I might be a backup next year. You know what I'm saying? So, what type of pressure you think is on Sam?
I think I don't think he's feeling any pressure, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like, and I don't know if y'all, I mean, y'all know him probably a little bit better, than I do from a college perspective, but you can't think about that kind of stuff. Um, you just got to, because if you go out there and ball out, man, like it's nothing they can tell you, right? So I feel like for him, he probably wants to just do well because he knows they anointed him the position. He earned the QB1 spot. He has, like Glenn said, he has talent around him. He has a great offensive coordinator. Like, you ain't got to do. I mean, it's not like we ask you to be, Pat Mahomes. You literally just got to go out there, learn the job, grow. You got a top 5 defense, bro. You're good. So it's like, don't press. Don't press. Now, in reality, yeah, game day situations, he was down 21-3, so he had the ball out. So you don't predict that, but that happens, and so he had to, got to perform. That's why I'm cautious about this whole EB, the head coach thing, right? Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, because all of a sudden, some of the GM in here come here and be like, Sam Howell, he all right, but I want to start over.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, why not? Why would you not do that? Like, most GMs bring in their own coach or hire their own coach, everything can look different. So that's why I'm like, if everyone thinks everything's like nothing's going to change except the head coach, you got a whole other thing coming, bro. EB gonna bring his own DC. He gonna bring his own. He's gonna bring everything with him. It ain't gonna look the same, and everybody gonna be like, I don't know about this. And it's gonna be EB first time as a head coach. So I'm just saying, that's why I'm like, yo, let's pause on that head coach stuff for a second, just for a second, and let's see how this thing play out. Because I guarantee you, if Sam balls out that way, if Sam balls out, they get 12, 13 wins, make it to the playoffs. Do you really want to change coaches at that point? Because if Sam has to learn another offense, 3 offenses in 3 years, come on, bro. So he not pressure. I don't think he's going to be under much pressure. I think he's going to try to ball out within this system, and the rest will take care of itself. At least that's what I hope he's feeling, and not thinking about the other stuff.
I, for one, CeeLo, I don't think EB's gonna be a head coach here. I think he's gonna shine and he's gonna get plucked. Just like Steichen, just like any other good offensive coordinator, they get plucked, bro, to go be head coaches somewhere else. And EB's been knocking on the head coaching door for a minute. So if he's successful over here and there's no other reason why they shouldn't hire him, like the play calling thing will be out the window at this point. He'll probably get plucked, bro, if we have a successful season. So I think Ron's gonna be here regardless.
The flip of that though is if that happens, that implies you still get the new, OC and coach, and that may also be the writing on the wall for Sam. You know what I mean? Sam may be tied to EB going forward, so we got to be mindful of that too.
Well, unless he goes to the Chargers,
Yeah, Sam definitely ain't gonna have no spot there. It's
No
crazy,
spot at all.
man. It's crazy. Like, this season can play out. That's why,
it's a big season, bro.
man,
This is a big season.
It might be Super Bowl or bust the way y'all talking.
Nah, it's not that. Like, for me, like I was
Nah,
telling somebody earlier, I was like, man, look, like, I can't lose. Like, I can't lose this year. Like, I got new ownership. I got $100 million waiting in March. I got an owner that's willing to spend money, and I got an owner named Magic Johnson that went on record and said, hey, look, I'm going to go talk to these free agents. I'm going to be in the room. I can't lose this year. You know what I'm saying? But my thing about this team and Sam Howell and wanting to finally have somebody that everyone agreed on to pick as your quarterback we can develop and we can succeed here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. But what's going to come with that success? EB going on somewhere else. We keeping Ron. Somebody else come in, might not be able to have that same success. Or these owners saying, nah, let's blow it up. This is who I want. This is all. This is how I want a GM come in. Hey, Ron, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like Jack Del Rio. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go left tackle. I don't want to go wide receiver. You know, it can just be. It's just like this season is just success is going to bring so many questions. Not having success is not going to bring a lot of questions because it's going to get blown up. Like we know that if it's not successful, it's going to get it blown up. But if it is successful, it's a whole lot of questions that got to get answered at the end of the year, man.
And how many 12-win teams that make it to the playoffs get blown up? Like
Yeah,
that don't happen.
no, don't.
Maybe 9 wins, maybe 10 wins, and I doubt that. But 12 in a playoff berth ain't nothing changing.
Nope.
Yeah,
So,
I wouldn't want to blow it up either. But I would. You mentioned something, CeeLo, about if EB was promoted to head coach. I don't think the offense changes though. I think it'll be like a Mike McCarthy, Dak
Oh yeah. Oh,
Prescott type
agree.
situation.
Agree.
Go ahead, Glenn. You
Wait a
gonna
minute.
say
Wait.
something?
You said if EB.
Oh.
Say that one more time, Trail.
So if EB was to get promoted to head coach, you said that Sam will have to learn like a third offense though.
No, if
And
he leaves, if EB
He leaves.
leaves,
oh yeah, got you. Yeah. If he
yeah.
leaves,
If he
yeah.
stays, we good. We figure it out. But if he leaves
But
to go to greater pastures, that's the third system.
I'm gonna be honest. If he leaves, I think we have Sam for one more year. He's going to finish out that fourth year, and he's going to go wherever EB is. Like EB's not going, especially if he has a successful year this season. Like Sam different, bro. And I can't imagine as a good offensive coordinator, you strike gold with this guy. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep going with him.
If ED leaves, our new management will lock Sam up before his final year. Sam ain't going nowhere. If Sam is good, they not letting him out the building, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I mean,
But
this is the
but if Sam is good, keep in mind, like he's gonna be able
Sam is
to write
good.
his
They're gonna
own.
extend
He's
him
gonna be able to
early.
write his own check. Like Sam will
Yeah.
be able to dictate where he wants to go.
but this is a good job if Sam is good. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
the reason the Chargers is a good job
True.
is because of that other dude. This is a good job. You got a top defense. You got a legit quarterback. You gonna have your pick of the litter.
right.
So
You got a legit quarterback that's you get 2 more years of low salary cap hit.
rookies, exactly.
Right.
This is a
So
great situation.
yeah. Because if EB if EB go to the Chargers and Sam is not like great and he leaves, like he gonna call EB 2 years. EB like who is this? Like you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Like
saying? Like
who that scrub you got throwing the ball? EB.
Right.
who this? Like
Right.
who this? I got Herbert. Like who is this calling? You know what I'm saying? But and Aaron mentioned Tavita. That's how you pronounce his name, Tavita Pritchard, Tavada.
Or
Yeah, Tavita Pritchard.
Tabitha.
Yeah. So like,
Oh,
Tavita.
Tabitha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, did he even like what type of offense did he run? Like, how do we know he's going to just continue with EB's offense if he is promoted? Like, did he run a similar offense? Because usually you stick with what you know. You want to do your own thing. Of course, you bring stuff that was successful. You trying to merge it in your playbook, but I mean that could be something too. You know what I'm saying? Even if they did promote him, it might not stay the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's something
Yeah.
to think about.
Hey, Josh gotta make some decisions, bro. Oof.
Yeah, especially
Oof.
be successful. Especially be successful. So
It's almost like it's almost like if they don't do well, it's easier.
yeah. But like Glenn was saying, like I just don't see them winning, being successful, and then him coming like, yeah, Ron, I gotta let you go.
Right.
I'm going in a new direction. Like
Right.
I don't know. Like Ron would have to say, even if Ron says, hey, look, I did what I came to do. I want to go off in the sunset. I want to play golf, whatever. All right, cool. But then what about the rest of the staff though? Like if it's top 5 defense again and JDR like, nah, man, this is the best job I ever had. I ain't got to do a whole lot of work. I got these superstars. I want to stay. But if EB don't want them to stay, you know what I'm saying? So success, man, yeah, success gonna bring a whole lot of questions. Success is gonna bring a whole lot of questions, man.
Hey, I'm here for it though, because we've
Yeah,
been bottom basement pookie dookie for 15, 20 years, bro. I want all the drama that comes with success. I'm
yeah,
here
that's
for
that.
it.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at, Glenn. Like look, Josh, you came in here. Yeah, look, y'all get paid all that money. Y'all figure it out in the off season. If we successful, I'm gonna be talking too much trash. Like y'all figure out the rest. Y'all just let me
So
know what y'all want to do.
what I think is going to happen. I kind of hope it happens, but I think it's not like out of the question. Is EB has one more year in his contract after this year, and so does Ron. So what if they got a little gentleman's agreement, like whatever happens, bro, and if Josh agrees, let's ride this thing out. And I'm not trying to talk crazy and be a fanboy, but like you may have a crack at the chip based on what you do in the offseason, based on your draft, based on some of these players that are doing well. You may actually get a shot to take it all away. And then at that point, after next year, EB can write his check. EB may stay, he may go. I mean, now you got like a whole foundation, and you got a chip, or at least close to a chip. Yeah. So and then Ron's like, I'm good. You know, I got I turned this whole situation around. We're a legitimate team now. We are actually a legitimate team. People are afraid to play us now. We are amongst the top 10 teams in the league. That could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think it's possible? Like, okay, say we're successful, right? And say AD has decided that he likes the situation he's in, and we have, like, say, a Coach Belichick and a Josh McDaniels situation where they decide to partner up and go on a run with Sam for however long it takes. Maybe we run a little dynasty here. You know, it could be possible they like the marriage they have right now. This is
Yeah,
the best
that's true.
atmosphere I've seen in Redskins Park in years, bro.
I mean, that's interesting because Josh McDaniels, you know, he actually went off. You know, he went head coach. You know, for Denver, he came back. He tried it. He did the Colts thing. He turned it down. I mean, yeah, some guys don't need to be head coaches. You know, but I think
Yeah.
EB wants to be a head coach though.
Yeah. I mean, he took all those jobs for a reason.
Yeah, I think he wants to be a head coach.
The only way I see that happens if Josh Harris puts that in writing is that he's going to be the head coach here regardless of what happens, because they can flam out. He was like, nah, like you don't Ron agree to that. I ain't agree to that. Like,
Yeah,
if I'm EB, I need that in writing. Like I need that in writing. That this is going to be the prior, and you can put that out to the public too. Like you can put out a transition like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. But yeah, man. So yeah, I told y'all this is gonna be Jai quick. I wanted to kind of see how this worked out. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool, man. Talk to my team. Maybe this is something we can do like every Tuesday. It won't be long, hour and a half. Get everybody up here just to chat. Good to see people, see what people look like. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
You know what I'm
seen Jay
saying? So
before.
who'd you say, Glenn?
But I ain't seen Jay before.
Yeah.
yeah.
I already knew that people weren't even like judging me. I mean, honestly, do I have an ugly face? Because if y'all like say I got, I mean, be honest. If I have an ugly face, just be honest. But I don't even think y'all like even like y'all wouldn't even judge me like that though.
Nobody care about
Nobody care about your face, yo.
yeah, all of us ugly. Like all every other man in this
Yeah.
world is
No.
ugly, bro.
Just get Keith up here. He'll judge every single one of us. I know it. I know it.
Oh man, that was crazy.
But
Yeah,
you know the
yeah,
only pretty
man.
dude that I know.
Yeah, I'm the only pretty guy that I know. I'm pretty cool, man. I'm gonna say. Trail dealing with his kids. So much for that slogan, huh, Trail?
FTK.
So much for that
Right.
slogan. You talk all that trash so much for that slogan, man. Hey, look, yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. This was good. This was fun. I think we should do this a little bit more. Just kind of stay away from the space just for a little bit, like an hour and a half, or whatever, during the week. So, yeah, man, appreciate it, man. Jay, any final thoughts?
Buffalo week 3. Let's see if we can make magic 3 times.
I like that. What you got, CeeLo?
Hey, that was good, but yeah, I want to take down Buffalo, bro. I want to take down Buffalo. Like legitimately, if we can do that, I'm gonna be obnoxious.
Mm, mm.
What you got, Trev?
First and foremost, it's always FTK. But but second of all, man, listen, I'm just wanting to see the continued growth, bro. Like, you know, even with the mishaps and mistakes that we've seen in the first 2 weeks, they're not like mistakes and mishaps that we've seen in years prior. Like, this is a different team, and the growth and development that I've seen thus far, man, I'm super high and super excited about. So I just wanted to continue to see that, man, and you know, and see our QB1 solidify his stake in this platform. You know, we call it NFL because you know, I don't think the stage is too big for him. In fact, I think it's perfect for him. You know, and he's gonna show off for us. So yeah, I think I'm just excited for this game, man, and hopefully it's not even a close game, bro. Like, let's beat these Bills down.
Yeah, I heard that.
What you got, Glenn?
Actual factual, bro. To add on to what you said, Trell, because I was told last night that yeah, we beat the Cardinals and yeah, we beat the Broncos, but the Bills, that game's just gonna be too big for little Sammy. Um, but I think Sam has showed poise beyond his years, beyond his fifth round draft pick status. You feel me? Um, so what I want to see is Sam show all the doubters that no stage for him as a Washington Commanders quarterback is too big, because that's what he was built to do. Like, we all had our little doubts, maybe that because he's a fifth round draft pick, but bro, he's come out here and he's performed above and beyond that status. I think Sam was meant to be our QB1, and I'm excited for the future with him.
Yeah, man. I mean, they overlooking us. They talking about the Dolphins. I just think that's straight disrespect. Like
So disrespectful.
that's just yeah. We got to come out punish these people, man. We got to come out punish these people, man.
What's crazy is their morale is going to be so deflated by the time they
Yep.
see the Dolphins, bro. Like the
Oh
Dolphins,
man,
like Tua gonna kill them.
just
I ain't
imagine
gonna
if
lie, bro. I want to
oh,
beat them like they beat us last time.
oh
For real.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
want to
ain't
put
gonna
some.
lie.
Yeah, I want to put some points up on the board. Yeah.
I want
When that clock strikes zero, each and every one of them is going to have their statements retracted. Oh, we weren't moving that goal. Yes, you were moving that goalpost. You was just trying to put it back in the right place, but you couldn't.
We're gonna be calling them up, Jay, and taking their order for roadkill bison. That's what we're gonna be calling them on Monday. Can
Oh
I have your
man,
order, please?
Okay, that's something. Oh,
that's crazy, man. All right, man. Look, man, I appreciate all of you guys for joining for sure. This was fun. Until I was looking for something, I can't find it. I thought it was on here. It's all good. All right, man. Until next time, I appreciate everybody for joining, for you spending your time. I know it's very valuable, but I'm still catching up from the weekend, man. Like, it's crazy, man. And that you know what? That mountain time, that 2 hours ain't no joke, man. For some reason, the 3 hours when I go to Cali and Vegas, it's like it doesn't affect me as much as just 2 hours in mountain time. And I don't understand why. You would think it would be the other way around, but this 2 hours got me, huh? This 2 hours got me for sure. I'm going to leave this like my man Big Simple because he's in the building. Appreciate y'all for joining because we live.